Hello, you're welcome. Today we're going to look at the subsequent care for appendicectomy postoperatively. Uh, in this care, the first thing we're going to look at is psychological care. In psychological care, this is actually the care done to alleviate anxiety. So in this very care, we are going to assure the patient that everything possible will be done to ensure his or her recovery. The second thing we're going to look at is pain. Pain. Now, with pain, to alleviate pain, analgesics are administered, such as pethidine, 50 to 100 milligrams. This is actually to alleviate pain, and diversional therapy is also administered under the same pain. This is actually, if for example, you can give a magazine or a newspaper to the clients to read. This is to divert their mind actually from pain. Uh, the other thing is observation. Observations are done in order to know any abnormalities or actually deviations from normal. So these observations that are done are temperature, pulse, and respirations, as we already looked at them in the previous video. Uh, the general condition is also very important under observation. Actually, you have to observe how the patient is faring on that day and that time. Uh, so you also have to observe for bleeding on the site of operation, and if any bleeding, actually, you can report to the surgeon who was operating on the patient. The fourth thing we're looking at in here is hygiene. Now, hygiene, uh, during hygiene, we're going to give bed bath. If the patient, that's if the patient is non-ambulant. In this case, appendicectomy, obviously the patient won't be ambulant. So we're going to give bed bath for the comfortness of the patient, tightness, and actually this, to improve self-esteem. Under the very hygiene, we're also going to do oral care, where we clean the patient's mouth to prevent halitosis. The fifth thing is wound care. Wound care, the first wound care actually, or the first wound dressing is done by the surgeon. The surgeon themselves who are actually operating on this patient. The next ones, which will actually involve anyone, any health personnel to dress. That is the dressing we're going to do later. Um, on the very wound dressing, it is very important actually to advise the patient not to touch their wound with their very hands, as these hands may contain a lot of different bacteria, which actually, if put to the wound, may be introduced and infect the wound. The next thing is nutrition. Nutrition, okay, when we look at nutrition, this is actually the types of foods we are going to give to the patient. But in this case, when the patient is just coming from theater, they are actually new orally, meaning they are not allowed to take any foods using the mouth. Uh, they are on intravenous fluids at this point. So these intravenous fluids given are normal saline and urine as lactate. A day after, um, actually the very day actually, maybe or a day after, we can introduce sips of water through the mouth, and if tolerated, we can continue to give them more water and then introduce different juices, and then actually when the juices are also tolerated, we can be giving food rich in proteins, vitamin C, and this is to aid healing of the wound. Um, the next thing are exercises. Exercises, passive exercises are done while the patient is on bed. This is to prevent deep vein thrombosis. The other thing is during on exercises, uh, breathing and coughing exercises are done. This is actually to prevent hypostatic pneumonia. Then from exercises, we can actually move to ambulation. Ambulation, it is encouraged that the patient first day from theater, they try to sit on the bed. So it is very important that the patient, to encourage ambulation, on the first day or from theater, you help them sit on the bed. This is to improve ambulation. The second day, actually, you help them get out of bed. Actually, they walk a little bit around their bed. This is actually to improve ambulation. The other thing is elimination. Now, in elimination, what we actually monitor are the intakes. The intakes, which are actually the fluids which are taken into the body. Those are recorded on the fluid balance chart. We also monitor the output, the fluid output. This fluid output is actually what the patient is removing. For example, urine, even vomiters, drain, all those things actually are recorded to know how the patient is progressing. Thank you so much. This is the end of my video and the lesson. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much.